He's green. He's ready to go. Here's the list. 200 and 285 are entered. Okay, the penguin is not there, but hang on. Clever tactic, but fail is. Why am I looking at that one? Okay, this is where I wanted to be. First pairing, the Doctor. White starting B3 against Bortnick. B3. I haven't seen many B3 starts by Carlsen. Caro plays B3 quite a bit. G4. Okay, he's probably going to castle queenside, yeah? Has a square on E to work with as well, but what are you doing about that? Yeah, pull the bishop back. Has some files to work with. Queenside castle, opposite sides castles. Launching the rook pawns. The rooks want to play. The knight's going to dive in, sacrifice. This pawn, how annoying can that pawn be, right? There's now the threat. On F2, defended by moving forward. There was done. So the material is balanced. Who is better here? Engaging on G6. Counterattack against E3. This bishop is not yet contributing. Three pieces in this square. It's tricky. You take here, you could take here first. Might be hiding behind the pawn. No. Just plays H6. Shutting things down. I like black here. Very good coordination. Reroute bishop now. If you could get this bishop on this square, it's going to spell big trouble for Team White. Bishops on adjacent diagonals. Black is this. Giving up the queen now. You have to two pieces versus the queen, but it's more than that. Black wins. Carlsen goes down in game 1. Ooh, knight king with the W. Okay, let's see who the next pairing is going to be. FM opponent. This isn't the first he's lost the first game, so let's see how he rebounds. Wouldn't mind seeing, him behind early on and then maybe trying to make a comeback. As long as it's not, like, too much, like, I don't want it to be a kill or anything, right? You need to have it, you need to see that photo finish every now and then. Okay, looking to pick up the queen. What are you doing about that? Not the most comfortable move to play here, huh? Taking advantage of the pins. On the bishop. Queen takes pawn is there as well. Okay. This knight can't go too far. The king's gonna hide on C1, apparently. Beautiful station. Wow. Only 13 moves in. Things have gone way wrong. And oh, look at the clocks. Wow. 51 to 3. What happened there? Wow. Okay. An 11-second win. Okay, he's back apparently. Got the first win there and in there. And he is in first. So let's see what opening we have here. E4, D5, a Scandinavian. The knight was chased away. Towards the side now. Okay. Probably, no, he's not going to go back. Now back, yeah. Inside the pawn chain is this bishop. Knight kicked where? No, H4. Pairing queenside castles. Similar to his first game, there's this pawn around controlling this square. Or it was E4 controlling D3 in game 1, but similar going game. This interior square. Anyhow, black is uncastled. This is maybe nearby. It wants to rip lines. Doesn't want nice. Bishop takes bishop. The queen wants to simply pick up the rook. Yeah, white is up the exchange. Ooh. Oh, very nice sequence. He's facing mate. But he can, was able to win that bishop with a very important detail. New square for the king. There is no mate. The king will be able to hide here on b1. No good checks. There is a good check. Probably throw that in. No, first d3. Time edge is once again okay, and a very fast pairing. Here's the first page. Plenty of there's a single 0 on that top. Saw a couple ones, couple draws, a lot of wins. That will change soon, I am sure. In 36th, the doctor, Magnus. Soon enough, e5 opens up the bishop's eyes, the knight's eyes to the e4 square. Imagine the knight wants to make use of that. Knight f4. Queen is a little on squares. Here, not quite. G3 would be hit. Setting up a battery now, vacating d3. Winner Oleg is the opponent. Way back on the clock. Preparing to meet this with that. Defending h7. Yes. Knight on f8, no mate. Sensitive f7 square. Taking away right within a knight move. Discovered check. Calculating that. No, he didn't have to. What would be the follow-up, though? Knight check right here. The king could take. I don't know where he was going to go exactly. It looked dangerous, though, that's for sure. And the clock station looks very dangerous as well. You don't even have to look at the position. Just look at the clocks. Okay. 1 second, 37. He has kicked it to a higher gear since game 1. Okay, where does that put him? At 13th. Building up in the center. Strong point on d5. Kingside fianchetto. Pressure here. That knight was not a reliable defender. He's getting rid of the key kingside defender. Success. Light square bishop exchange. Good versus bad bishop scenario. Solid for both sides, I would say. This bishop is free, preparing a central expansion. He has just that. This knight can be flushed. The pick up a pawn here, and then no, there are pieces on that. Two really strong knights and a fork near c2, a massive fork hitting all three majors, or f3, or h2. Or he cares about this rook. I'm going straight for your king. We're going to have a resigner. No good defense. 44 to 20. That's a fourth win in a row. And with that, he is up there in fourth place. Okay. What do we have? Okay. Next opponent. Itur Zaga. First time playing in this arena, I believe. So what did we have here? I believe the start here. It feels like some Benoni. A reverse Benoni. Anyhow, black has some nice space with this pawn on d4. And he's going to play that. This knight is a struggling piece, was a struggling piece, so he's giving up e4, but wants to look toward this fork. He's split the kingside structure. White pieces are very active. Yeah, now that this knight has moved, these rooks are unleashed. We gotta watch out for knight checks. Yeah, ducks that. It would have been hitting with a fork. Want some changes now on the knight and the pawn. What do? You gotta go backwards, knight? There's something better forward. He's moving forward right on the rook. The rook is out of the way. Queen exchange. Only move, I think. It was knight twice. Or no, maybe there was even knight there. Okay, so an end board. Bishop pair. Black is the better side. Much closer call on the clock this game. Call it 18 seconds each. This should be even. Black Black is the one trying for something, though. He's going to try and get in on the dark squares. I don't know how you do that, though. Okay, first with the check. You can try a sneaky pawn advance if... he's trying something sneaky right now. Ooh, that was a blunder, though, by Black. White was able to throw in an in-betweener. The knight is trapped, though. It's stuck. The knight is stuck. Oh, he made a mad dash for it. Uh-oh. Clocks. Just stare at the clocks. There you go. When I don't know what to say on the board, just yell out clocks as many times as you can, and like Jesse's in first. Okay, I gotta settle down. Here. There's 321 in here. Federikov, 93, next player. Okay. Whoo. Alright. Let's see what we have here. Space Invader pawn? No. No space. Just trades. He wants a dark square, big knight. He's gonna try and do some damage to the dark squares. Let's see. Let's see how we do this. Nearby check. Queen's gonna have to go back home after this, yeah? Ooh, it's already a tough time. Here, G3 and then F6. Queen. G3. Near possibly. Queen is living on the edge. Rook up. Oh, he missed that, I believe. Or did he? Getting this? No. Then the bishop would fall. Yeah, that was some miscalculation. Black is actually up a pawn now, but has white has strong knight now pinpointing C7. Nice trick there. Team Black winning a pawn there. Follow up with a skewer. He's trying to get a pawn back. He's taking with the rooks. Rising. Going for that exchange. This knight is hungry. Wow. He's tracking down a lot of pawns and superior king position. Black's up a pawn. Interesting decision. Yeah, this knight has to stay over here to defend. Does he have time? Check. 2. I don't have time to track that down. This is very good for Black. Or is it? Yeah, this is the only Black can win this one. Looks like it'll be a draw, having clock times. Yeah. Draw on board. It's official. Okay. So what do we have? 18, Rebecca Harris, the Wizard. And Rebecca Harris and the Wizard both have fire. The Doctor does not. And we have the pairing, Rebecca Harris versus the Doctor. Really the other way around. Okay, what do we have here? Scandinavian. Launch the kingside pawns. He's really going all in. Intends on going inside, I imagine. That'll be your cozier home. Right now, this is changing knights in this, but there's this queen G3 move you have to be on the lookout for. Black we have that there. 3 pawns for the minor piece, 3 pawns for the light square bishop. I have that right. Right pawns, crazy imbalance. I prefer white here. I think this fall soon. Strong knight position. Flight for the square. This guy can fall next. There's gonna be a mate. There might be a mate. Yeah, there was a mate right here. Looking for check. Multiple checks here. Checkmate next. These 3 pieces are enough to do it. Rebecca Harris threw in the towel. Boom. Checkmate next. Bishop there. Who is this? It's a new account. Well, that was a big win. 21-20 is where we stand. 1:45 to go. Okay. IE position. Giving up the dark square bishop, that's a bit surprising. Dark squares. No, he gave up the dark square bishop just to go hunting. Better have a good reason to give that guy up. He wanted a pawn. He got it. Can't take on this square exchange because black comes back over and white's on a pin. Okay. Still up a pawn. Sneaky. Now this is a passer. Very good coordination. You have to watch out maybe for some tricks here. Okay, now that this pawn is pinned, maybe takes here at some stage, where bishop takes pawn and then queen takes here. So that's why we, the queen overprotecting e6 now. I think everything is now glued together. Very good, very nice coordination. Oh, there's the queen takes h5 to move with the pin, or with a check. No perpetual here. Yeah, that's actually game over. Queens are forced off, and that guy so fast. Okay, where do we stand? First place for the doctor, 2022, 21, 20. First 5. Within 2 points of each other. Another pairing. The doctor versus Rebecca Harris. Going with the Karen. Nice variety here. Don't too fast. Get hurt on f7. He's going pawn grabbing. Queen with the queen off for a queen exchange. Don't want that. Gonna keep the queens on. Queen takes here. Development with tempo. Yeah. Oh, a sneaky trick on f7. Very nice deflection from defensive g4. Nice shot there. So where are we at? Up a pawn. Team black. Endgame. Not the most healthy pawn here on e7. Active. Not the happiest piece around. Yeah. Flush the knight away. This. Now he's going for that move. Maintain a rook on the second rank. Very active. Central king. And now an outside pass pawn. Fast goes, and this knight just does not like having to stop this rook pawn. Is there even a good way? It's not to see one move in there. Just thrown in real quick. Bishop to d6. Yeah, there's no stopping that guy. And I don't see any perpetuals. Yeah. The bishop offsets the knight. The pawn gets here. It's guaranteed to get here next. The check, push, and a push. Up a little clock is reverse hair, but let's see. We'd love to have a bishop exchange so you could pre-move this out. Still gonna be a little bit tricky to be expected with this guy still around. He's looking for a check. Watch out for the forks. Watch out for the forks. The knight is offset. Knight here, it ends up in a pin. Looking to scoop up this pawn now. Okay, now it's going to be very clean. Yeah, and you could pre-move out 2.4 seconds. Plenty. Got the W. Second time again, then against Rebecca Harris. That puts him in first. 26 with fire. So a lot. A bunch of wins, a draw, beat the opponent, another one. Alexander Zubov. Oh, was this opening down a little bit? I missed the beginning. Smith Morgan. Okay, let's see where the position is. White has the bishop pair. Yep. Gonna get this guy at the end? Yes. Even material now. I like this for black. Superior minor piece. Yes. This is excellent for black. White's going to put a piece on this square too. 2 strong minor pieces soon on the d file. Yeah, I think that this is better for black. How to convert this? White, I think, needs to try and undermine this knight position, but it's not easy. You know, pawns are falling. You go here, and then g2 is the sensible sensitive, so he's trying to eliminate one of these majors. The queen has a responsibility, so black up a pawn. And going to be chased away. I think this is game over. H4, and you have to leave here. Check. Okay, the around. Force the queens off, but why? Go for more. Queen takes here. Or not takes, just queen G1 next threat. No good solution. Black kicking off really with that strong knight on D4. So another L for Carlsen, the second of the tournament, and another pairing against Rebecca Harris, third. Throwing the Scandinavian at Rebecca Harris. Okay. Fianchetto system. Going to challenge this pawn with E6. Okay, he's giving up a big square on B5, to be sure. Repositioning and then looking to hunt down C4. It is defended. Oh, no, not just C4. That was just a pit stop. He's looking to circle into that D4 square, just like Zubov lad in the last game. Strong knight on D4, strong bishop in this case on D4. White is up a pawn, but it's a very unhealthy pawn, I would say. The pawn on B4. Nice sequence there, picking up the exchange. Or, excuse me, 2 minor pieces for the rook. It's half fast, so fast. You catch all that? At the end of all this, black is up a pawn. These guys are too good. Way too good. Rook and pawn ending. King and pawn ending will be, I guess, a draw. Oh, no. Just one key move here. Yeah. Now the rooks are exchanged, and the king will be able to sneak on over, pick up his pawn, and fly. One king and pawn ending. Just one key move. Okay, this is clever tactic. Fail. I believe the slippery penguin in disguise. Yeah. They've had they've this opening before too. I'm pretty sure the slippery one. He has played on Sakura out before. Okay. There's overloaded. Queen takes knight. Queen takes knight. It's trouble for black. Big trouble. It's down 2 pawns now. Taking advantage of a pin. This one stings. It's one of those moves that stings. There's some moves in chess that sting, and I just know from experience this stings. Wow. Hits the rook, and the rook just doesn't have any good squares. One pawn move, and your second rank is covered. And you're able to defend any fancy tricks. There's a dangerous knight on right 4, but you can work around it. Yeah, and he'll gladly give some material back. The knight is back in the ballgame. Clever tactic, but fail knows, and the end is near. Okay. So, where are we at here? He was in third. He is in third still. 33, 30. There is only one player who has zero losses. J.S. Martinez. Okay, if I am not mistaken, I Am Boss is a 14-year-old I Am. Forgetting the name. He's incredibly fast. I was checking out some of his games during the warm-up event to this tournament. So fast. Okay. Giving up 2 minor pieces. They're giving up the 2 minor pieces, huh? Okay. What's the follow-up, Carlsen? I don't think this should be enough compensation. You're gonna sneak in here, bishop F6. He's covering against that. He's getting the exchange, excuse me. Okay, this is a different scenario. A rook and bishop versus a queen. A rook and dark square bishop versus a queen. Has good pieces, good coordination. White needs to defend the second rank. This is the main base point. Pawn at the pawn a4. No, first get out of a pin. Yep. This is the most vulnerable point for white, so he's trying to go hunting. The queen is there to defend. And I think this is a fortress. Yeah. The king is going to need to contribute in order for things to be broken down. If they can be broken down at all. Is the king going to try to hide over here and then open stuff up on this side? Look at the time. Oh. There's an opportunity for this. There's still another opportunity. This should be a draw. Look at the time. Repetition. Not their first time playing either. Okay. First time in this tournament. A draw on board. Okay. 37, 35, 32. The doctor is in third. Another pairing against clever tactic but fail. Going with G6. Okay. Well, this is interesting. Let's see. Interesting structure. Queen a4 nearby. Oh, nice shot. King takes, check, and then the knight falls. Is pawn going to fall? To watch out, you do not want to allow a bishop to get on this diagonal. King is really short on squares. Just need to get some more pieces developed. Yeah. Nearby. Queen exchange, bishop out. Is this pawn going to fall? Oh, it's a resigner. Check, and then bishop falls. He knows it. Clever tactic, but fail. Throws in the towel. 37, 35, 34. J.S. Martinez in a game against Inventing Invention. Okay. Number 3. What do we have here? Advanced French. A3. Undermining black center. Okay. Taking with the knight. Ah, interesting follow-up. Oh, I thought he was going to take with the rook there and try and maintain a piece on e5. No, pawn on e5. I guess a piece on there would have been short-lived. The knight would flush it away. Oh, maybe this was the other reason? To undermine the d4 square? Okay, strong knight for Carlsen. Opposite sides castling. And a knight that's strong on f4, I would say as well. Strong queen, too. Nice play here by Team Black. Superior pieces. This is White's best piece, but doesn't have any other pieces working so well. This bishop isn't so great. Okay. That was maybe a mistake. This is giving White some life, some squares to work with. G3 in particular. Okay, and yeah, things are turning now some. I'd love to have rook takes rook. The pawns get straightened out. The knight returns to that strong square. Maybe even rook here one day. Or bishop to g4 is being eyed up. Bishop on g4. Or just knocking out the knight. And here goes the pawn. Now it is a superior knight versus a bad bishop who's looking to relocate. A passer soon. Time edge, a big one. Wants a queen off. Can't go too far. Queen has to watch out for these mate threats on the G file. There's the exchange. Queen off. Or queen here. Are there any... Where are the tricks? He's allowing some checks. Oh, there's no time. That was interesting play by Black. Okay. Ooh, Knight King. Let's see if he can get Knight King back. Still in third. Carol Khan. Alrighty. Is White gonna hang on to this pawn forever? That was a threat with an in-betweener Knight b6 to defend the rook. Okay, is he officially getting the d5 pawn? Not yet. Does have the bishop pair though. This is nearby, though the queen can scoot over and put pressure on an unprotected knight if this pawn moves. Alright. White is still up a pawn. This knight is pinned. Pressure on f7. White is coordinating well on c6. In the end, a skewer. Or a fork, excuse me. Alright. It's a big pawn. This knight is defended. Where would you like the bishop? Maybe here? First putting pressure on the rook. The knight is defended by the king. Sensitive point for black is f7. Nearby the queen. As a defender, if needed. Looking to kick the knight away. Insisting. How do you stop this? You may have to shed a pawn. Yes, now the queen is there. Ooh, wants the bishop. Take first and then take here? No, takes there straight away. Maybe keeps this pawn around so the bishop can target it. Oh, I don't know how to call this one. This is going to be tough. They're going to be able to play a lot of moves. It appears. I don't know how to call this one. Knight King should be able to rattle off a lot of moves here. He's hiding. Don't want to get married either. Oh, okay. Oh, now it's a perpetual. That's a cool perpetual. You can't get out. Wherever you go, you're getting checked. Okay. A nice save, I would say, by Knight King at the end there. Okay, 45-38. He is back 7. J.S. Martinez still with his foot on the gas. A draw to start against King Harry. Okay, anyhow, next player, Watneg. GM. They have some crazy games. Watneg versus the Doctor. Okay. What do we have? Another fianchetto. Pressure here. Problem here, I would say. Not just pressure. Problem. Big problem. Resignable? Is it resignable for black? How are you gonna wiggle out of this one? Pawn falls and a rook. And maybe a bishop. Gotta move the bishop. Or there. Although that would allow the knight to enter. Okay, he's swiping a pawn. He's giving a check. Let's see what kind of magic he can work. He's now only down a knight. How does he do this? Okay, the king has some problems. Shouldn't have been the black king that had all the problems to solve. Okay. Fork. Nearby. Can't take on this square. The rook falls. Unless there's a good follow-up move with the knight, I'm not seeing it. Oh, the knight is moving. Oh, okay. He's going straight after the rook. What's that move about? Okay. It's not getting mated, is he? It's not getting mated, is he? I don't see it. Defend the knight. Okay, setting up a discovery. There's a check. Oh, he gets the rook at the end. The bishop is stuck. Needs some air. He's got some air. Time is not looking good. He's going to have to try something sneaky. Go, 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 go. Oh, it was winning at the end here for black, but no gas in the tank. Zeros. Okay, he goes down. 45 in first. J.S. Martinez, who has finally shown he's human. 2 goose eggs. Chess. Next opponent, FM. First time against the Doctor. What do we have here? It looks like a Dutch. An accelerated Dutch. Or don't we just call it the bird, I guess? Anyhow. Things are looking pretty here for Team White. He has a lot of pawns, doesn't he? 2? He's up 2 pawns. Black has the bishop pair, but we are simplifying. Opposite color bishops. Check first and then here. Yep. This guy is there to stay. Now the threat is to take and then push. Oof, 2 passers. Okay, then slowly improve the king. Maybe save this pawn first. He wants some dark square control. A check. Another check first. Ah, he's just pushing right through. That pawn is an animal. Has to give up a piece. A rook. That's a big one. He could throw in the towel anytime now. Might just want to play it out, though. Still a lot of time to go. And there are still 2 ahead of Carlsen. A lot of moves in there. 45 moves, still 32 seconds. It's wiping out all the black pawns, and another one is ready to roll. Yep. And there goes the bishop if you want it. Plenty of ways to do it. There's no stalemates. Boom, 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 or the other way. Check and then mate, or like that. Okay, a W. 45, 44, 42, and the doctor not with fire. 40. Not in the game yet. Okay, let's see who we have next. What do we have? This knight is going to be heading for the G5 square. It's such a strong piece, he's giving up the bishop for it. Yeah, that knight on G5, especially when you play this move, not easily kicked once it's on the G5 square. So looking to undermine white's center. Okay, we're in an ending, but white has picked up a pawn. And white has the bishop pair. White is in the driver's seat, to be sure. This knight can be kicked soon, and this pawn may very well fall. All right. Well, rooks are gone. You getting this pawn? Yeah, you're getting this pawn. Take with the bishop. Oh. Huh, I wonder how that king and pawn ending would have been. The knight returned just so this pawn would have to capture here. 2 connected passed pawns would have been too much, so these are just like 1 pawn. Let's see. Is it possible to convert this? Is he going to push within a blockade idea? Take, and now all of a sudden 2 pawns. How do you make progress, though? How do you do that? If you ever push, king takes pawn, this should be a draw. Is the king going to try to come over here? This pawn will fly. Well, he's going to try and hunt down this pawn now. The bishop's there stopping that. Might try something sneaky. He's going to try something sneaky. Get ready for the time burners. And that's the sneaky move right there. You could win with knight versus... You don't need the pawn in order to win. You just need the knight. Yeah, he's going to get the W. Yeah, he did a sneaky move there. Oh, bullet tricks. Bullet tricks. Okay. Ooh, J.S. Martinez. 3 in a row. Goose eggs. What do we have? Where is he at? He is in 6th place. 5 players ahead. Still an hour 20 to go. I am opponent, who is in 10th. Load, for short. Can't pronounce that. Okay, what do we have? Carol Khan. Taking away from the center. Okay. So, what's the plan here with this opening? Just make even trades if you're playing as white? Okay, you're picking up a pawn there. Even trades. Ideally, you would like to have it go straight to a king and pawn ending, where it's a healthy 4 versus 3 on the queen side versus an unhealthy 4 black pawns versus white's 3. Anyhow, there isn't an f6 pawn in this case. Queen exchange enters superior minor piece ending. White is still up a pawn, threatening the knight twice. Gotta move. Another pawn can fall. Wants the queen off? No, he wants the knight. King move, queen takes knight next. He knows it. Throws in the towel. And with that, 47, 46, 46, 45. J.S. Martinez. 4 in a row. He's on yeah. Okay, no, the doctor's in second, 46. The boss. The boss, next opponent. Okay, whoa. The H-pawn went wild. He's a goner. He's either a goner or it's a glitch. I missed the first few moves. There is no H-pawn. There's some activity, a strong knight for white. He's giving up that knight, though. Circling into f5, opposite sides castling. F-pawn falls. Super knight. Oh, very nice move. Is there a trick at the end? Oh, there's a pin. You have to block it. Get off of this. Get off of this file. No, he's moving forward. Hitting a rook, hitting the bishop, or there are tricks nearby. Oh, he's taking the knight. Knight there wasn't just hitting the rook, it was defending this. Enabling that capture. Black is up a piece. Threatening rook takes knight now, taking advantage of the pin. How do you get out of it? You move forward. That's how you get out of these, that's how you solve all your problems. Don't move backwards, just move forwards. Look at the forward moves first. A healthy knight and a couple pawns extra for Team Black. Problem on b2. You really want the queen there. Queen's gonna go there. Now, another piece. This is a resigner. A mate, a smothered mate. No, not quite. The queen was there. Setting up knight here. Take with a knight. This one is going downhill. And he tries something sneaky and a resigner. Okay, with that, Carlsen is not in first. 50 with fire, but 51-50. Baba Ramdev, number 1 versus number 2. Big game. They've played more than just one game. When the doctor was using a different account, maybe, I don't know. He's had too many accounts. Alrighty. So, what do we have here? Isolated pawn for black. Not something you really want in this simplified position. There isn't going to be an attack against the white king. I see this more as a liability. So find a new square for the queen. If queen here, knight here, and then black can push through. Or maybe not. No, here, this bishop is hit. So king went to the corner. Backing up the bishop. So knight here, there is this. Hitting here, but there is a counterattacking move, bishop to g6. Is this something he missed? Because now a lot of stuff is hit. b2, I don't think can be defended. Yeah, also here, and then the bishop would fall, so has to do something awkward. Oh, you could allow that though, right? Yeah. Oh, perpetual. Ah, that's the way out. Yeah, you got uncoordinated there a little bit with the queen. Okay, a draw. 53-52, neither with fire. Clever tactic, but fail. 52 with fire. Rebecca Harris, 50 with fire. Let's see what pairing we get next. 1 hour 16. This is tight. Very, oh, Knight King. So far they had, what? A loss? Carlsen lost, and then drew first 2 games. So let's see what we get here. I missed the beginning. I think it was an Alyekins. Has that kind of structure. F5 is going to be ruled out. Not with a pawn, a piece. Take that knight. Better knight. This guy is repositioning fast, though. Wants to rule out knight b5 stuff. That's why a6 before a queen move. This would be hit quick. So a knight ending. Who is better? To go here for the moment. improve the king, and then look for a g4 push. g4 now is available. Gonna try and get 2 pawns? Nope. Okay. Isolated pawns, double isolated pawns. White is basically up a pawn. And this can be defended like that, or even a push. Court grip. These pawns can push through and become passed. This should be a win. Yeah, I think this should be a win. This pawn will be hunted. 1, 2, 3. Tricky. Still very tricky. Yeah, a lot of pawns are gonna fall. Yeah, I don't know that you could convert this. Don't know that you could. Can you push? No, the knight is. Oh, okay. King takes the knight. That's not working. This should be even. This should be another draw. Time is on white's side. Yeah. Oh, that's going to force the knights off. And another draw. That's Bortnick. Another draw on board. Okay, in first, Rebecca Harris. 58 with fire. In a game right now against Clever Tactic. Second, Baba Ramdev. The Doctor is in there at 4th. Okay, another pairing. Baba Ramdev. Okay. I never really, this, G6 and E6 stuff, I don't have too much experience. Oof. What just happened here? Oh, mouse slip. Okay, I don't know why, what did he really mean to do? Okay, that was a quick win. The knight went into E4. Didn't want to go into E4. He took it. Okay. Ali Reza. Now, these two have played quite a bit. 46.5 to 30.5. I was going to say with that game, I'm not used to going with I don't have too much experience playing G6 and E6 and fianchettoing like that. I could use some more experience playing with those structures. Okay. This is a big push. A big knight on E6. Oh. If the king moves, this knight is going to land a massive fork. Oh, he's looking for mate. He wants more than just the bishop. The knight would be hunted if you went straight in for this. Here. Queen move. Takes. Here. And the knight is trapped. But this way. Queen takes pawn. Looking for mate here. Now rook lift. Preventing queen h7 mate. The king has f8. Barely held together here for Team Black. Queen could be captured. Boom. Boom. Yeah, he's up a full rook. If you didn't realize. Ali Reza. And 10 seconds on the clock. Wow. That was a very nice play. Kicking off with that E6 move and inserting bishop B5. Queen to D3. Not being too quick to just go after the minor piece. He will get this one. Ali Reza will get this one. For sure. Yeah, take the bishop and then push. Okay, he resigns. Carlsen resigns. And where are we at? 58, 56, 56. Frostworm, next opponent. Carlsen is in 4th. An hour 10 to go. Grunfeld. 2 minor piece ending. Majorities. Okay, he's giving up this square. Preventing knight f6. Grabbing some kingside space. This knight is looking to reposition. Wants to be on d5. And this knight wants to be on d6. Knight on e4. Maybe knight f6. Pawn falls. What's the follow-up here after the knight is on f6? Doesn't care about losing the knight, huh? Why not? Shouldn't you care about that? Oh, queen. Queen takes queen. Oh, queen takes queen. There's mate. Oh, that's a beautiful move. I'm like, wait a second. That's a ridiculous blunder. No, that's a beautiful move. Queen a3. The old deflection. I want back rank mate. My pawn is strong. That's the point of knight f6 and allowing that knight to fall. You want a back rank mate. Queen a3. Oh, I think there's always at least one game where I say I love that move. I love that move. Oh, it's so beautiful. You gotta love those moves. Okay. So fast. So fast. Okay. Mate on h7. Whew. That's so slick. Space. Okay. Ah, the dark squares are in trouble here for black. Mate threat on h7. And how you stopping it? You have to give up a big bishop. Might have to do this, and then that, and then this, and then give up the rook, and then take here and hope for the best. Hope for the best. He's gonna run. Wait, king here, check, and then checkmate. Yes, mate and a couple next. He knows it. The FM throws in the towel. Where do we stand? 60, 60, 59, 59, 57. A lot of fires here. Any of the top 5, 6, 7. Oh, sorry. They paired up really fast. Another one against Watneg. How did it go? English-like. And are we caught up? We're caught up. Black focusing on D3. On Monster Knight. Pressure on E3 as well. He's jumping in. Excellent black knights here. And if the queen takes, there's a discovery. Hitting the rook and winning the exchange. Welcome a queen exchange. Is queen going to get trapped? Just opens up the bishop's eyes. Ah, another piece returns on d3. This forces the queens off, or white has to give up some more material. Gives up more material. Another offer of an exchange, queen exchange, and there's no good solution here. You have to shed more material or have the queens come off the board. A W for the doctor. And with that, where are we at? 64, 63. Kalevra. 316. Number 2 versus number 23. Still over an hour to go. What was the opening? Exchange French. Bad for good bishop exchange on board. F6 does a good job of controlling this knight. And it's just an even position. But let's see what kind of magic we'll have here. As long as there's a crazy knight around. Who knows what's going to happen. At least one rook will be exchanged. Probably 2. To be expected with only one open file. And I guess even the queens. So let's see this endgame magician do something here. There's a lot of control. Prevent knight jumps. Alright, white is making a break at that center point. This knight is under control. Oh, he's got an outside passer. There you go. This pawn is more valuable than this pawn. Knight endings, past rook pawns are amazing. And then if this pawn falls, we have similar 2 past rook pawns. So this knight needs to relocate. We're going to have that. There are tricks like that, or even a capture on this square. Just target one of these 2. Yep, that's a resigner. It's over. Can't stop them both, knight. Okay, a resigner. The doctor, with that win, moves into first place. Is he going to stay there? 67 with fire, 64, 63. Okay, Rebecca Harris. Okay. How are you defending this pawn? Doesn't want that pawn defended. Why not? Where's the compensation? And try and break at this structure at c4. Giving up b7? I guess that would be too much pressure. Rook, knight, and bishop converging on b2. Okay, white is still up a pawn, threatening mate on g7. Queens are exchanged now. He's going to pick up the knight and then this pawn right here. Or take the knight and then push? None of the above. The knight wants d5. Now he pushes. Gets a pawn back. Yeah, here. He's getting b2. He's up a pawn. A big one. A passer. Very good square. Second rank. He's going to try and cause some problems over here, but the bishop kind of wants to be pointing at f2 now. Targeting g7. Bishop's defending. His pawn moves. There's 2 squares now available for the knight and the bishop. Targeting h4. Huge gap on the clocks here. Doubled up. 31 to... Whew. So fast. So fast. How do you save this, black? Wow. He absolutely flew. Is he getting material? He tried a sneaky move. This bishop's falling. We're going to have a resigner. No resigner yet. Under 3 to 18. That is a big time edge. No stalemates here. Just playing on out of momentum, I imagine. Okay. Rebecca Harris goes down. The doctor extends his lead. 71 with fire. Okay, clever tactic but fail. Another e4, e5. Roy Lopez, yes. Oh, and an exchange variation. Okay, mixing it up here. Different variation. Wow. Haven't seen this line before. I like it. Seems simple looking enough. Nice structure. Opposite color bishops. A healthy 4 pawns for white versus 3 on the king side. So, yeah, if it has it's like a Berlin variation, but black doesn't have the bishop pair. Gonna look for an e5 break. Gets out of a pin first. Reposition the knight. Push now. He's gonna make some more progress on the king side first, huh? Secure this bishop. Yeah, he's trying to weaken this structure a little bit. This knight's better than this one. Bishops will be exchanged. Inserts a check first, maybe another check. Okay, yeah, he doesn't want to bite over here. The king would maybe be a little bit misplaced. A little bit vulnerable there. Wants this square for the knight. Offset again. Oh, no, it's been a pin. Right here, right now. Control the knight. The head on the clock, black, just a couple seconds up. You do not want to get into a rat race with the clever tactic but fail. The slippery guy. This is excellent for white. Does he have time to convert it? He's going to have to win on position. 10 seconds to do it. Not easy. Not easy. Okay, let's see. Hide king. Target this point. Get a rook off. There's a check here. You can't take here, though, because there would have been a problem. Oh, he snuck in a move. 1 second. You got to go faster. 1 second to 0.8. Oh, the time burner got the doctor. I'm telling you. You got to win on time, or you got to win on position, because he will beat you on time nearly every time. Oh, it's incredible. Okay, the doctor goes down, giving other players hope, like Ali Reza and the doctor himself, or the penguin himself. What am I talking about? Nobody knows. Okay, an hour to go. That much I know for sure. Okay, there's a problem on C2. What are we doing about this? He's thinking it through. I don't know how you defend this conveniently. This is going to allow a knight to jump in there. Oh, he's taking with the rook. Wow. This knight turns into Pac-Man, or black was going to be setting up some discovery. There wasn't another square for the king besides D2. Two minor pieces causing some problems. Light square issues for white. What's the material count? It's going too fast. Way too fast. He has a pawn. Black has a pawn for the exchange. Knight here's a threat. That's game over, isn't it? No, not quite. Move the knight now? Nope. Nope. There's a check. Save the material. I thought he was dropping a piece there. He's forgetting about the bishop. Knight on e4. There's another check nearby. He's trying to undermine this structure now. Takes the knight out. Takes here in betweener with check. A strong knight. Oh, he's going to get the rook off. But where there is, this knight is dangerous. He's very dangerous. Try and restrict that guy. A little back and forth. Check here. Improve the king. No, babysitter mode. Something like this. A slight edge on the clock for Team Black. King does not like having to babysit these pawns, and now there's a passer trying to blockade, hunt this pawn down. A check, a push, take the pawn. Wow, he's giving up the knight. These guys are monsters, these two connected passers. Plenty of time as well. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. 1 second to 1.1. Checkmate on board, 73, 72, 68, under an hour to go. Clever tactic, but fail. The doctor's going to look to get him back. Wow. It feels like they're playing much faster than past arenas. I don't know, or I'm just feeling a little slow today. One of those two, maybe both. Who knows? A lot of who knows. Okay. Oh, this is reminding me of Fischer. Is that the opening we had? Fischer Spassky game 6? Something about this. This e-pawn. Anyhow, this queen is wild. Queen here. What are we doing about this? You can't move, bishop. You should move to have a new square, but there's no good square, really. You could try that, but there's checks here. You're going to get mated. It's not going to end well. 24 mover. Okay. You got him back. 75 with fire, 72, 70. Rebecca Harris next. Quick pressure on the light squares. Majority for white. 2-1 for white in the center. But this is a big pawn. This is a 4th rank center pawn for black. These guys are still set back. Will they ever get moving? Okay. Discoveries. Get out of the discoveries. And what next? Okay, queens are off. I try and play on the queen side. Queen exchanges in this structure. Who do they benefit? I feel like they benefit white. And could try to play with this half-open file. This is an irritating knight. Okay, there are some squares here. Strong knight, though. Huh. Taking with that pawn. He's going to put the knight here. Oof. I love that square. That is a huge square for a knight. This guy's offsides. Gonna try for this. Okay, this is now secure. The rook has to go passive a little bit. Gonna look to challenge this knight. It should be... I like this position for maybe black. Oh, there's a very active rook. I don't know. The base points are covered. How do you break it down further? Okay, he's going to maybe shoot for this or this with then a6. You can't get too aggressive with the king. Where do you want to go? You have to make a commitment. Stop the rook here? No, he's moving forward. He's going to go hunting. Okay, now it's a different story. This is a coin flip. There's no way they calculated all this. They're just diving in. Watch out. I have a pass pawn too, Black says. How are you stopping it? Okay, like this. The rook and block, though. Cannot go for a rook exchange. Better for Black. Winning for Black. He knows it. Back up the rook. King here, here. And what are you going to do? Rebecca Harris gets the W. The first one out of their first 5 games. And Knight King. Big opponent. 75, 74, 72 is where we stand. The doctor just barely in first. Okay. Creating a big gap on d4 early. How can you take advantage of this if you're playing as Black? Direct some pieces here. The knight for sure. Wow. Fancy maneuver. Wants to flush that knight away, and then the knight could dive back in there. It's a struggling piece. Take with the pawn if bishop takes bishop. Get a nice grip over the d4 square. This is a huge pawn center. How are we defending this? Knight here, there's queen check. This pawn was going to fall no matter how you look at it. Oh, there's a huge square on d6 just like that. Now what's the king going to do? Big threat to win a piece. And Black is at minimum going to go uncastled. And this knight will be flushed as well. He's going to go straight in for the bishop. Black is at least successful breaking open the king position a little bit. Ah, rook here. There's queen takes bishop. Sneaky in between her. A little check there. Oh, he has a lot of pawns, though. It's 3 pawns versus the bishop. Wow. Yeah, look at the clock, though. Look at the clock. That cost a lot of time. He's tripled up on the clock. Wow. Oh, is that a blunder? No, not quite. He's getting the piece back. 5 seconds to 22. Whew. So fast. There's only 2 seconds. Save the bishop and then push the pawn. Yeah, there's no... It's not a position you could pre-move out on. Yeah, the time was just not even close on the clock with that one. A lot of pressure early on in that one. Okay, 77, 74, 74. No, 76 Rebecca Harris has. We're going to get that pairing. No fire for the top 5. Rebecca Harris again. Okay, see if you could. Rebecca Harris can string together 2 wins here against the doctor. A Sicilian. Nice. An e6 Sicilian. Okay. Always watch out for that knight jump. He's in there. Piece sacrifice. Big square for white to work with on c6. Okay, how does Black untangle? If you try to get out like this, there is bishop h6. Can it try to castle like that? This pawn could chase the knight away. What kind of tricks are there? He's challenging the knight on this square. He's going to take it out. The back rank is covered. Bishop takes bishop, pawn takes. There's queen h6. Queen h6 followed by rook here. That's why you can't take the bishop. I believe that would have led to mate. So white is up the exchange. Yeah, just an exchange and a pawn. White is up. Preparing f4. f4 straight away was not threatening pawn would not be threatening pawn takes knight. Rook is covered. The knight is active. Threat against the bishop. There isn't a good solution. You have to take the pawn and then go into this fork. I guess so. Yeah, bishop here, there's a check, and then the queen takes the bishop. Up a full... No, what's the material count? I think I messed up with the material count. Okay. Yeah, I must have messed up here somewhere. In many spots. Okay, who is better? Black. He's going to win this pawn whenever he wants. He wants to get this guy first. Yeah, it's a passer. This knight isn't going anywhere. 10 seconds each. Oh, another guy. He's a runner. This one's going to fly. Here we go. Gonna play on to the very end. No stalemates. 5 seconds, 4.9. Get pre-move it out. Check and then mate next. He knows it. Okay. A resigner. Rebecca Harris goes down, and that was a big game. 79, 76, 76, 74. Whoa, the first 8 are still definitely in the mix for number 1 spot. Here's one of them. Number 4, Baba Ramdev. Okay. Let us see. Has an A file to work with. A little night dance. Is he going to try to play with E6? Not quite. Tough to pull that off. He's eyeing up C6. Wow. Queen sack. Okay. Coordination. It's the first thing I'm looking at. Don't have a queen. How is your coordination? To get rid of this bishop, huh? It's an annoying bishop. Target this pawn. He's going straight for it. 2 things. Rook here. You could take on the C3 square. Ah. Queen's hitting the knight, but you can't take it. It's poison. Run into a mate in 3. Knight here. There's check. Mate. On the spot. Oh, that is a nice shot. It's a winning shot. At the end of it all, black is going to be up a piece. Got to take. There's a fork there. Okay. Got the W. 83, 78, 76. Excuse me, 78, 77, 76. Wow. Really close. Another one against Rebecca Harris. Game number 7. Okay, an ending on board. Saves the bishop. Could have been 2 bishops versus 2 knights. There was an opportunity to take there. Gonna get this pawn. Could take on this square. He thought about that for a second, I believe. He went after the c pawn instead. This is a strong knight for white. This rook is opposite the king. Can you work with this? Knight here. Is that doing anything great? Not really. Give the knight a push, no? This is defended. Oh, he's playing it active. This knight might get trapped if he goes in for that pawn. He's going after f2. Opposite color bishops. Strong post on e6. Balanced material. Need a flight square. That's the flight square. Light square. Ah, this may be a draw offer here. Even on the clock. Will one player offer a draw? Mouse race. Yeah. I don't see how you win this for either side. 21 to 23. Yeah, I guess this is one where white has an easier time. He could always make a timely pawn move. 15 to 15. They're going they're going right to the very end. And now is he going to go back and forth? Okay, now it's definitely a draw. Okay, he is going to he took a little pit stop there for a second before taking the pawn. Okay, draw on board. 85, 82, 79, 78. in English. Wow. 45 minutes to go. A big square for black. Space for white. Try to get in the f5 move. First knight here and then push. Stopping knight h5. Yes, one timely move, and now when you give the knight a kick, he's got to go backwards. No, he's not going to go with g5. Oh, interesting. Something you would see in a Benoni. And also this position as well. The push, and after a capture, there are no black pieces that can make use of e5. And now there's f5 on board. So what does this give white? It gives white a big square on e4. Ideally, white would love to have these two exchanged and then plant a knight on e4, and it's there to stay forever. Okay. And we nearly have that. Yes. This knight is not worth 3. If you see the knight is 3, time to reassess. This is a 7-point knight, maybe. Exaggerating a little bit, but you get the idea. It's a big piece. It's now drifted deeper into black's house. Queens are forced off, but white is still in the driver's seat. Look at the beautiful coordination. He knows the rook could be captured. There's not too much you could do about that. He's giving up the rook just to get behind here. Pawn on b6. King here. Ah, if the king was on here, that's when you give the check. He's got to come back over. Ah, these guys just continue to march. There was a cleaner approach somewhere. Yeah, he stumbled here a little bit, white. Yeah, now it's not. Oh, now it is a win. Now it is a win for white. Black had an opportunity for a draw there at the end. But he will push through. He has a queen. He has enough time. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. No stalemates, no stalemates, no stalemates. Checkmate. 4 seconds to 2.7. 87, 84, 79, 78. Whew. Okay. Another pairing. Macro, next opponent. He's played many games now with this c4, knight c3, kingside fianchetto. A focus on the light squares. Defends c4. He's winning a pawn. Black has some activity with the rook. The bishop now has a little Benko gambit taste to it. Black just took advantage of a pin, won a pawn, a big pawn. Very active queen now. Bishop takes knight, pawn takes knight. Oh, discovery mode. Oh, there's another discovery nearby. That's going to do it. Checkmate next. Only move is this, and then queen takes bishop. Checkmate. Nice tactics there. The doctor goes down. Don't even have time to check out the standings after that one. Alexander Zubov, top 10. And number 9, the doctor still is in first going into this game here. Their first encounter, Zubov won with that strong knight in the center, knight on d4. Space for white. I like white's position. It's going to kick the queen away if I'm putting pressure on d4. Maybe continue to kick? No, kick the knight away. Wants to release the pressure on this square. Okay, some sacrifice here. Yeah, did he miss that the queen was there? He's giving up 2? No, he's giving up a piece there. I missed something. I missed something there. White is up a piece. This bishop. Alpha Zero would be proud of what white is doing right now. Or, yeah, of what white is doing right now. This bishop is squashed. White is up 2 pieces, it feels. Whew. Excellent play by white. Can't take the bishop, you get mated. Queen here, and then that. Yeah, there's a lot of different things you could do here. Carlsen threw in the towel. Another W for Zubov. That's 2 losses in a row for the Doctor. Still 3 ahead. But yeah, those last couple of games giving some other players a chance, for sure. Bishop here right away would not be good because of a trick with check, and then you win the bishop and then the rook. Interesting structure here. Opposite sides castling. Bishop's eyes are opened. Not fun to go back like this. Support the knight, or you go back. Or maybe you think about this. No. Interesting play. Oh, this is very nice. D5. Unpins the knight, and now this is back on. Very active pieces here. He's giving up some material, a knight. And now, how do you rescue these guys? Do you even need to rescue them? Where'd they go? Oh, this is how you track them down. Of course. Of course. Rook A8. Okay, white knows he can't really do too much about this, so he's going to go elsewhere. Putting pressure on F7. The bishop moves. The queen is now defending F7. Okay, strong bishop at the end. Now, doesn't want the rook. Wants this super strong bishop. King here, there would be a queen check. Is he going to get mated? It looks like he's going to get mated. Yeah. Perpetual at least. Nope, that's checkmate. The Doctor goes down. How often do you see this? 3 goose eggs. 87, 84. Oh, and he's in pause mode. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's in timeout mode. Okay, let me make sure. Crazy's going on. He's taking a pit stop somewhere. He's fueling up. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I'm looking at the chat now a little bit. Let's check out a game right here. Why not? Ali Reza versus Clever Tactic But Fail while he is in pause mode. These guys are on his heels. Number 3 versus number 5. And then we'll see where the Doctor is after this game. Still not in a game. Okay. He's going to win on E5. This is their second game playing in this tournament. They've played many games. Mr. Andrew Tang and Ali Reza Farouja. It's looking good for black. It is a passer. Problems here? I guess. What about this idea? Rook lift. This is covered. The queen and the rook are on A6. Big time edge for black. Queen here. Oh, okay, you could take here. Okay. This one is over. Black wins. And the Doctor is back in there. Okay, so here we are. It was less than a 2-minute timeout, I think. How are things looking here? Quick assessment. White is doing good because of this big square on E4, and also these pieces. No, none of these pieces seem like they're playing. They're all under control. He's getting right behind the pawn. He's going to push it to victory lane. Rank 8. How are you stopping it? You're not. You get this guy at the end. No, you don't. The rook circles back to defend here. 2 pieces. White is up 2 pieces now. Okay, let me get things situated. I want to be right here. 36 minutes to go. 89, 86, 85, 84. 86 with fire. Second place guy is 1 win away from taking up the first place spot. Okay. Iturizaga. Second time playing. Pressure on C5. And what now? You can't take like this. He's giving up a pawn. This looks good for white. ideally placed right behind this pawn, and if you try and stop this one falls. Gonna get some counterplay if you do take this pawn. Ah, the pawn would push right away. Rook here, push. So that's why I just rook to d8 straight away. Material count. White is up a pawn still. Excellent rook. Gluing everything together. Defends the bishop. Two big pawns. It's a passer. Potential passer over here in the b pawn. Active king for black. Trying to win this pawn. Flushed back. Up on the clock. Only thing going good here for black is the clock. Up, call it 10 seconds. Down a pawn. Now these guys are rolling a little bit. This was a possibility. That's why a6 himself securing this bishop on c6. Now f7 is collapsing. Okay, rook and pawn ending. Now it is even, and it's looking good for Team Black. 6 seconds to 16. Let's see how we time burn our way to a win. 1 second, no time remaining. 16 seconds left for the doctor. Okay, so with that, a W. The doctor with fire, 91. Baba Ramdev, 90 with fire. Okay. Another C4 game. Okay. Knight on f5 one day can be strong. This bishop's eyes are now open to this square. Could pick up the bishop pair. Isolated pawn. Pressure on b7. No counterattack against b2. This is covered. You try pawn sack. White is up a pawn. You don't want to let these pieces take advantage of these light squares. So control this knight. Throw it in a pin. Maybe b3. No, bishop to d6. With then bishop to b4. That's how you control the knight. Okay. Knight is under control. And the queen's going to stay over here, making sure this queen doesn't camp out on any of these squares. A new square for the king. Some space as well. Going to try and dislodge white's best piece, the bishop on c3. Preparing to move the bishop back? No, I probably go forwards. No, yeah, forwards. No, yeah, forwards. There was a trick on g7. There was pressure on c6. A nice trick. In the end, these will be exchanged, and we're going to have a 4-on-2 on the king side. Soon enough. Here we go. 4-2, and on top of it all, about 10 seconds extra for white. This shouldn't be a difficult conversion. 3 healthy pawns. Here, and then this, or that, and then that. Now it is 2-0. Oh, now he didn't mean to do that. Is it still winning? It's still winning. Oh my god, it's still winning. Oh. I don't think we're going to see mate on board, but the clock. There was a way to go wrong. If the king stepped up when the queen was there, there would be a trick. A rook there, and if you take, it'd be stalemate. Okay, no time left. A W, 95 with fire, not a runaway at all. 95, 93 with fire. Rebecca Harris again. Most frequent opponent for this tournament, I think. Game number 8? I think so. Okay. Each side grabbing space. Queen side space for black, king side for white. Really invasive pawn on g6. Is he winning a pawn? Wow, the center's getting blasted open. Secure that knight. Round up this pawn. He's eyeing it up. He's got 3 pieces on that now. Queen's eyes are also open. He's winning a pawn. He's on the bishop, and I think black stands better. At the end, if you try and take advantage of a pinned piece, there is this check. You know, taking here with then c3. Bishop check, queen check. I was thinking for a second you could castle. That's illegal. No, this is a problem. Chip away, maybe even bishop here. Oh, rook takes. Check and then checkmate, or check and then checkmate would have followed. Wow. Yeah. Queen takes here is checkmate. I think that was a mouse slip. He wanted to go one square. Or maybe he was being sneaky. Okay, Carlsen got the W, 99 with fire. 93, 92, 88. A 6-point edge with under 30. Wow. This is flying by. Okay. Now what? Bishop versus knight endgame. Even material. Yes. Strong knight in the center. You try to win a pawn. Is he going to win a pawn? You can get this one at the end. Black's rook is more active. We're going to try to break up this structure. Kick the knight first. Knight here, bishop here, still a push. He's going after this pawn. He wants some kind of a mating net. It's not quite there because there's always this square. H4 now. No, inserts a check first. Or just defends the back rank directly. Pawn advance. What was the point of that move? Huh. I don't know. Okay, he has the two passers now. It's a strong square for the knight. Can't kick that knight out of there anytime soon. Oh, just blundered the rook. Alright. A resigner. The doctor wins. Up a rook there in that final position. 103.93, a 10-point edge. Knight, king again. 2-2 is their score for this match. Okay. C4? Seems like C4 is nearby. Kind of helps out with the bishop and the rook. Maybe the knight gets to one of these two squares. Giving up B2. Gonna get A7 in return. A7 falls. There's pressure now against B6. The queen has a responsibility. The A pawn is gone. Some loose pieces around here. Wow. So fast. On the rook. On the bishop. Is there a good solution? No. It's picking up the exchange. Black has a pawn for it. The bishop is hit. Needs to relocate. Strong knight on D4. Saw this in Zubov's game. Their first encounter. Grab some dark squares. F4 and E5. Open file first. F4, E5. Shut down the bishop. Okay, good coordination now between structure, bishop, active rook. Save the bishop. This is a good square for it. Probably want H3 in there as well. If the king needs to hide here, he'll have some cover. Oh, there's a check first. He's getting the queen back. Nice sequence there. He's going to go after this. No, knight takes pawn, you get mated. Like that earlier queen A3 move. Star move of the tournament. Okay, knight king goes down. Down on the clock as well. 107, 98, 96, 93. 349 are in this one. Only 26 minutes to go. A 9-point edge. Are we going to get Alireza? Yes, we are. Okay, if Alireza is going to make a run for this one, he's going to have to get this one. Big game. It's an interesting sequence. In the end, what do we have? Black is playing with the bishop pair. Material is balanced. Queens are off the board. Okay, light square bishop. Let's see how this ending goes. First one went in Alireza's favor. And I like black a real lot. strong bishop, strong knight, a little bit of space on the queen side. Going to try to prevent this expansion. A4. Pressure on F2. Sacrifices nearby. There might be some tricks nearing. A lot of stuff intersecting on these squares. Bishop here might be around the corner as well. Okay, now there's some play on the queen side. Black has a responsibility. Knight on C4 is strong. Okay, there is bishop. Ah, bishop takes, knight takes, and defends the rook. I think he missed that. There is a passer in the center. Is he going to get rolling? Rook. Is he trapped? No, he's not quite trapped. There's one square. Down on the clock, Team Black. Now the bishop falls next. Okay. Has an extra piece, white. Knight versus 2 pawns. It's going to get running. How do you stop this pawn? Okay. Push. Is he in time? Yeah. Not working out. Wow. I don't know what just happened there. Wow. Down on the clock. Queen fell at the end. Objective win. I don't know. Is it an objective win? Yeah, probably for white. There are a few pawns and a knight. Okay, Carlsen got that one. That one got a little too wild for me at the end there. 111, 98, 96. That game right there might just have sealed this tournament for the doctor. 13-point edge. About, what, 11 more games to go? Some other players are going to have to string some wins together. And the doctor's going to have to slip up. And he has done that. Once, right? 3 losses in a row? Okay. Macro was one of the players to slap him around. Let's see. Queen is close to trapped. Maybe that's why we had a pawn push. New squares available for the queen. Some tricks possibly here. Well, it's very, very nearby. Some mating net. Okay. Trick. Takes and then checkmate is the threat. How are you defending? You have to defend here. Queen here. The bishop. There wasn't a good solution to the mate threat and the bishop being attacked. It's a file. Can you really work with that? Take once. He still can't do this because of check and then mate. Still has a responsibility. He's giving up a rook, trying to get perpetual, but a perpetual is not there. Queen check. There would have been a push. What about now? Distracting the queen from the e5 square just so you could get some pressure released from your king. No time to take the rook and take the bishop because there's also back rank mates. Okay, also down on the clock, macro. Queen takes here. Now queen takes here, there's rook here. Wow. What about this and then that? How's that looking? Or this. That'll work too. Okay. Wow. Okay, 115. He's after those after that little timeout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row. 115. Up 17 now over the field. Jasugi, who took second in the last titled arena, 960 arena, is in 33rd this time. Space for white. If this knight cannot be maintained, black doesn't have too much going for him. He's giving up this pawn, breaking up the king side. The light squares are in trouble for black. Queen h5 was nearby. A sacrifice might be nearby. I'm going to play with the pieces still. If the king goes this way, I don't know if he's any safer. There's the trick. Pawn takes, queen h5, and it's not going to end well for black. Goes queenside, and there's not really a safe haven over here. Cozy king Trying to get to the second rank. How do you defend this? To bring the queen back. Go defensive. Exchange one rook. Material is in favor of white by a pawn. Both have passers. Okay. Queen's off, and then you could play here. But that would be met with king here. Alright. Nice comeback here. Very nice save by black. I have to say, I thought that was going to be a squash right out of the opening. A squash? A crush? You get the idea. Okay. Ooh. He's in time to save that, or stop this pawn. Okay. Should be clean enough with these guys still around. Plenty of time as well. Okay, yeah. Very good save for black out of the opening. Okay. Rebecca Harris again. Game number 9. 119-100. Up 19 points with 19 minutes to go. Okay. A simple start to this one. Queen exchange, there wouldn't be enough time for black to prevent a b5 advance, so that's why this exchange is declined. Timing is very important. Preparing e5, that's shot down. This creates some big gaps now in g4 and d4. It's going to look to play elsewhere. Queenside it is. Getting through with b6 and c5. Some space for white, but there's a big question for this king. Where are you ever going to be safe? Maybe this is just fine. Needs a flight square still, team white. Strong spot for the knight. Oh, in a pin, but I don't know. Is this queen just out of play? She's going to get trapped? Okay. How to call this one? Why not go 2 squares? Just going 1. 2 connected passers. Okay, now maybe that was a slip. Or maybe he's only doing this now that the rook has gone elsewhere. Pressure on g2. f2. Rook is hit as well. Queen is there defending mate. h3 nearby. On the rook. He forgot he was on the rook. Big blunder there. After queen f3. Or queen g6. Pushing a pawn. Get the queens off. There is no queen here. And now the queens are exchanged. Queen takes queen mate. 7.5, 1.5 is their score for this one. 123, 100, 100. It's a race for position 2. Okay, let's see how Jasugi does again. Playing with black again. Okay, the opening did not go well in their game just a moment ago. But he fought back. Let's see how this one goes. Some pressure on white center. d4, a 4 threatened. Rook c8. This pawn is going to live, yeah? Will be maintained. 2 connected passers. Nice counterattack. Threatening to win the knight and the bishop. Wow. I'm not sure how you save this one. Ooh, he's going to give the queen up. Rook takes. You can't go too far with the bishop. There's a problem on g7. This wasn't necessary. A little bit of flash here on white's part. Giving up the queen like this. You could be fancy, and he's being fancy. The check. Setting up knight forks. And a knight fork no matter what. And a super cozy king. On the rook. Here. He's throwing in a check first. Oh, fancy. Queen takes rook, knight takes rook. Another check. And you can't take that knight. You could just glue everything together. He fought back again. And Jasugi There is no perpetual. A little bit scary here for the king. Don't get mated on this diagonal. Some air. Wow. It's fast. Oh, mate. Rook F1. Okay. 15 minutes to go. He still continues to win. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 in a row. 127 to 104. Ali Reza is in second. Baba Ramdev. Okay, number 2 guy. 1 versus 2. They split their first 2 games. Yes, I see your comment in the chat there. Jasugi showing some nice games I see in the Twitch chat. I agree. Okay. What happened here? Sicilian Dragonish. Without the dragon bishop. Backward pawns. He's winning a pawn. This pawn is bound to fall. If you castle, this can be a problem. If you take twice here, there's a file to work with. Let's see. Sure, everything's beautiful now. Excellent rook. Pawn falls. Queen here. Rook here. Improve the king first. Offer a queen exchange. More active rook. Material is bound. King move, you get mated. Rook move, you drop the pawn. Okay, continues to win. What's that, 16, 17 games? No? Wow. He kicked it into another gear. 131 with fire. Baba Ramdev again. Okay. Giving up a pawn. Why? Because this unopposed bishop wants to play. He's really excited about pointing at g7. Now if only we can peel open the g file. That would be wonderful. This is what he's trying to do. Or at least maybe press on the king side so this knight has to find a new square. Doesn't want to take here. That would give up a really big square for the black pieces. The knight, the queen, e4. Try and work around this knight. It's tough. One way or the other, the black pieces will get active. Very active pieces for black. Big problem here. Here, there's this. This knight is absolute monster. He's trying to find a way to give up some material. This is the way, I guess. Okay, what's the material here? 2 rooks versus a queen and knight, I guess. Okay. Call it even on the clock. You have to defend against this. Pressure against h7? No. Rook takes b6. No, man. Bishop takes d5. He's going to get this? He's taking with the bishop. That is with check. Wow. Another check. Oh, watch out for discoveries. Another check. Another check. Watch out for the discoveries. You gonna get mated? He's getting mated. He's getting mated. Oh, checkmate in 2. King here. You have your pick. Oh. He needed to throw in some more checks. The doctor goes down. 10 minutes and change remaining. It's a fight for second. Okay, let's see who we get. He isn't in pause mode, is he? No, he's not. 355 are entered. We'll see at the end who actually played some games. We're going to get a game. Yes, Ali Reza. Game number 4. Scandinavian. We've seen a few of these now. Okay, light square bishops off. I think both sides are content to play something where it's just even. Now it's imbalanced. This pawn is likely to fall. This knight is in a pin. Okay, this knight is hit. There is a check. Not quite. This is hit as well. Is the queen close to trapped? Not quite. She always has this square. Okay, now the knight is hit. It's throwing in a check. You take my queen, I'll take yours. 32 seconds left for Ali Reza. Wow, there's just no good solution here? I guess not. White just resigned. Okay. There wasn't a good move there? Okay. Oh, now he's being fancy. What's this start? F5? Okay, he's having fun now. He knows he has this one locked, so he's gonna show off. I'll show you what I could do. Oh, is it because the last game he played against Baba Ramdev, did it sting a little bit, maybe? That mate. Maybe. Is this why he's being wild with the F-pawn? Who would know? Oh, this... Speaking of moves that sting, this one stings. Oh, E6 with the checkaroni, and the queen is hit. Okay. Black just won the queen. He's going to give it right back just to liquidate. Make things simple. He is up, after all, now a full rook. He's going to give up some more material, making it even simpler. I believe white is just playing on out of momentum. I don't see any mating nets happening in this game. Don't take this pawn too soon. Don't do it. He's going to weasel in here for a mate. Nope. Oh, he's on the rook. A resigner now. A resigner now. Okay. What do we have? So that's how you win. Starting off with F5. E4, F5. 135, 106. 7 minutes and change remaining. Having fun with the H-pawn now. G5, F4. I'm calling it right now. Bon Jovi, let's go. He's in the think tank. Okay. Take the pawn. Okay. Queenside castle. And he's making a break. He's playing E5 before black can play E5. Now he's targeting the light squares. He's going to jump in. Oh, he's going to have a monster pawn. This is nearby. Castle. Give up the exchange. Wants more. Definitely wants more. Maybe queen here. Or queen like this. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a problem. Oh, he missed mate. Bon Jovi. He missed that. I don't think there was a good defense, though. That was too much. Too strong. Chess Weeb. Chess Weeb is in there. Second place. Yeah, let's just go away from the game. That's a good strategy. Okay, Chess Weeb. Let us see. You have to watch out for a trick here. Taking the bishop. There is that as a defense. Okay, who stands better? I like white. Because this is a problem now. Two isolated pawns nearby. If you push, it's going to be hunted down with knight a4. Knight a4 still keeps this tension around. Okay, it's a clean pawn and a better structure for team white. There's a square here, but the knight really isn't the greatest piece. In other scenarios, it's very good, but not this one. So flush the rook away first. Yeah, it's close to being trapped. That's why I need the bishop to rescue it. And should be clean enough. He's rounding up a lot of pawns. 2 pawns up. Yep, that pawn would bolt if the king takes. Even on the clock. And they're moving. They continue to move. They're not stopping. Oh, man. Passed pawns must be pushed. That's what they say. Okay, 143, 109. We're only going to get what? 2 more. Let's see. Oh, Rebecca Harris. Berserk mode. Chop the time in half and says if I win, I get an extra point. Let's see. 11 moves in 2 seconds. Okay. Oh, he's in 10th, too. He's trying to stay on page 1. He probably had the highest average opponent, right? Playing Carlsen. This is what, game 10 now? that's kind of tough, yeah. This would be a nice win to... Oh, there was a mouse slip there. Carlsen was in pre-move, though. 20 seconds to 28. 32 moves in 11 seconds. This bishop's not going anywhere. This pawn's running. Let's take it out. Ah, there's a check. Ooh, you don't want to go there. That would run into a mate in 2. It felt like such a natural move to do this. This is your way out. These squares are covered. Run king. Even on the clock. Again, this is a berserk game. Wow. 11 seconds each. Easy to make a lot of moves fast, though, for black. No stalemates. Check, and then just here to get the pieces off. Oh, now checkmate next. Wow. Just goes to show how fast. 58 moves in what, 23 seconds? 147, 112, 111. Where are we at? This is a big one for second place. There's only going to be one more game. One more game for sure. This one will count for the tournament. Most likely. And that's probably it. I think this is going to be the last one. So if Baba Ramdev wants to hold to second, you're going to have to maybe get this win, huh? All right, what is going on here? A skewer. Not fun for Carlsen. He has to go into a pin. Wants to break down this? No. A6 is not allowed by white. So he's out of a pin. No, not quite. Still more work. Rook is out of this diagonal now. So some play in the center. I am surprised he didn't capture here. Oh, that rook, the bishop would have been hanging, I think. Okay, black has some space. A skewer. What is with these skewers? Okay. Try to get active like this. Offer a queen exchange when you're up material. Is he really threatening to take here? Okay. Here, kick the queen off of this diagonal? I don't think he could do that. Just in case. Rook here. Another offer of a queen exchange. Very good coordination for white. Pressure on the rook. White is up on the clock a little bit. Another queen exchange offered. A minute to go in the tournament. Pressure on G2. Mate threat on G2. Now this is clean for white. Oh. Fancy. These pawns are running, and fast. No stopping them. Baba Ramdev is going to get this one. 2 queens on board, no stalemates. And this one here, the last one, I think the pairings will be closed. And that is it. No more time, and I believe no more games. Oh! Chess Weave is going to get this one. Solid. Yes. Number 2. 117 with fire. 114. I don't believe we have another pairing. Nope. No more games for this one. And final standings. There you have it. It is official. The Doctor. 147. Chessweeb 117, Baba Ramdev 114. Ali Reza, 109. Macro, 108. The top 5 get this money right here. 500, 250, 125, 75, and 50. Okay. Wow. Let's have a look at all the pages. See who competed. It says 355, but there will always be those who don't play any games at all. Let me check something out. How many games were played? He played 62, 62, 62, 65. 73% win rate for Carlsen. All right, let's have a look at page 2. Rebecca Harris, just outside of page 1. This is what I want to have a look at real quick. Average opponent rating 28-27 for Carlsen. What was the average rating for Rebecca Harris? 28-20. Let me have a look at number 2. Average rating 28-08. And number 3, 28-21. Okay. All right, page 2. Jagalko. I don't think we had any games between Carlsen and Jagalko in this one. Page 3. 4. Alexander Zubov, I believe, beat Carlsen twice. They only want to go 100% against Carlsen. Let us see. Jasugi with a couple nice games in there against Carlsen. Some nice resistance. Especially their first encounter again. Let's see. Okay. They're 100 in. Who else? And see, this starts to be not so normal. Only 27 games played, so these are right around this point. 25 games played, 20 games played. Not the full tournament. And there you have it right there, actually. So, I guess 264 in the end ended up actually competing for at least a game. I'm not going to go through any other page. Okay, so there you have it. Top 5. An enjoyable tournament as usual. Good games all. All right.